Boston University's 151st commencement is about to begin. Please rise as you are able.
on, brother! We gotta take a seat later.
Good afternoon. I'm Amas Fakahani, Chair of Boston University's Board of Trustees. On behalf of the trustees and the University Advisory Board, it is my honor to welcome you here today. When today's senior class entered 4 years ago, the traditions of first-year students, the student walk, and the matriculation ceremony were held remotely. All students took their classes virtually. Today, we confer more than 7,000 degrees in nearly 350 fields of study. And as I look out over this gathering, it is so wonderful to see so many of you here in person. To the graduates, I want to say that this is your special moment in Boston University's remarkable history. I hope you will always cherish this day. I would also like to welcome and thank all the families and friends here who have also been part of this journey and provided such important support. This is your day also. You look fabulous out there in the stands with the BU hats on. It is now my privilege to declare that the 151st commencement of Boston University is now in order. I ask that you please remain standing for the national anthem to be led by Stella Fitzgerald, who is receiving a bachelor's degree in music from the College of Fine Arts. And following the anthem, kindly remain standing for the invocation. The invocation will be delivered by the Reverend Dr. Robert Allen Hill, Dean of Marsh Chapel. Thereafter, President ad interim Kenneth Freeman will preside over the ceremonies.
May we pause together for a moment. Dear God, in prayer we place before you all the past years have taught. Our learning from these years we present to you. We bundle together what we have known and the ways we have grown in tasks partly completed, in challenges met, in losses unexpected and unforeseen, in spurts of creative energy, in disappointments, in surprises, in changed relationships. All this past experience we give over to your care and keeping. Together today, too, we seek your blessing for what is yet to be. We seek your blessings of imagination and insight for the learning in the years to come, for keen eyes to sense unexpected opportunity, for faithful ears to hear a call to speak truth, for steady obedience to the way of love in teaching, in healing, in community, in spirit, for curiosity to discern the odd joys embedded in trials. O Lord, we pray, make of all that will come toward us a pattern of meaningful learning and growth. For all that has been, we offer thanks. For all that will be, we say yes. Amen and amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to Boston University's 151st Commencement. We come together on this joyous occasion to celebrate the many academic and personal accomplishments of this graduating class, the remarkable Boston University class of 2024. We extend a warm welcome to our graduates and the families and friends who've traveled from near and from far to share in the joy of this day, and welcome everyone celebrating with us by live stream. I now present Michael Ariano, who is receiving bachelor's and master's degrees from the College and Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. Michael will speak on behalf of the class of 2024.
Buenas tardes, amigos, familia, profesores y graduados. Estoy agradecido por la oportunidad en hablar con la clase de 24. Good afternoon, friends, family, professors, and fellow graduates. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak with the class of 24. I haven't matured enough to truly appreciate the beauty and grace of an ending. I am terrified of tomorrow. On the first day of orientation, I also remember being terrified. My orientation leader, who felt the fear of us first years, asked us to close our eyes and to be as honest as possible. She then asked, "Raise your hand if you feel like you don't belong here." My face immediately got red, my heart racing, and after a lot of hesitation, I raised my hand. I'm the only one in my friend group, my entire family, who left their home state. I was raised by a grandfather who could not read or write, but he could count money, and he taught me honesty and integrity. But I was raised by a mother who at 19 years old left everything behind to seek asylum in the United States, to a country she didn't know, a language she didn't speak, and a system that created barriers to take advantage of a young Latina woman making a better life for herself. And she is also the strongest, kindest, most powerful person that I know, and is the number one reason why I am here today and why I've become what I have become. It's because of my family's sacrifices that I have the privilege to be at a place they couldn't have dreamed about until today. And yet, I am still afraid of tomorrow. I'm terrified because I feel like I've lived so many lifetimes in these last 4 years. I've laughed as hard as I've cried. I've loved as hard as I've grieved. I've changed as much as I've stayed the same. I have dreamed as much as I have faced reality. I have found as much as I have lost. And yet, there is still so much life left to live, a whole journey of lifetimes. I think my fear comes from this place of losing connections to the journeys of the people that I love. I'm trying to understand the beauty of inevitable growth, the beauty of moving through different eras of our life, gathering wisdom and experience. It's the possibility of missing these moments of change that frightens me. It's the fear of missing out on witnessing the journeys of the people that I love. As we face endings like today, my fear becomes more pronounced. These endings aren't just a conclusion of a chapter of life. They signify the dispersal of our community, our friends, our peers, our loved ones who have shaped us and loved us for all that we are. The thought of everyone moving on to new phases and places makes me realize we might not be there to see the nuances of each other's growth, to celebrate our victories, to offer support through our challenges. It's the possibility of missing these moments of change that haunts me, knowing that each reunion will reveal a friend who has grown in ways I wasn't there to witness, but I wish I had. My fear comes from my values of connection, empathy, the desire to actively participate in the lives of those that I love. It's a philosophy that believes growth is not just an individual endeavor, but a communal one, where the presence and support of loved ones make all the difference. In facing this fear, we confront the reality of change and the importance of acceptance. Acceptance of the growth and change of those we love, but also of the role we can play from a distance. We must be committed to learning how to appreciate the beauty of growth, even if we're not a direct witness to it. We must be committed to learning how to find solace in the bonds that we form, being strong enough to endure the test of time and space. We must be committed to cherishing each moment, supporting each other's growth, and staying connected across any distances that life may bring. BU gave me who I am. BU gave me who I want to be. BU gave me you. I wish you all nothing but blessings, joy, and challenges that will make you become all that you want to be. And yet, I am still afraid of tomorrow. And you know what? That's okay, because today is not about tomorrow. Today is about today. And today, we become permanent members of the Boston University community. Con cariño, con abrazo, y con mil gracias. With love, with embrace, and with 1,000 thank yous.
Thank you, Michael. Would the co-chairs of the Class of 2024 Gift Committee please come forward?
Thank you for the warm introduction, President Freeman. My name is Amanda Brown, and with me are my Class of 2024 Class Gift co-chairs, Sage Winkler and Yadira Cabrera. Over the past 4 years, we have endured many challenges, and we have celebrated a lot of change. For many of us here today, this is our first graduation due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hit in 2020. Some of the change we'd witnessed was the F It Won't Cut It campaign, wellness days rather than spring break, and of course, all of those virtual classes so many of us took freshman year. And yet still, we stand together on Nickerson Field, ready to graduate. As we continue to forge the lasting legacy that we've begun at Boston University, we would like to thank each of you who've made your class gift this year. Class Gift is a pathway program dedicated to providing support for the transition from the student experience to the young alumni experience. And this year, we can confidently say that our campaign was led by students for students.
We want you to know that your generosity has made a real impact and has gone directly back to those smaller communities that mean so deeply to you. Your participation in all of our events has played a critical role in the success of this campaign. So, to highlight some of the funds we were able to support during our events, the Student Affairs Gift Fund that helps to support all clubs under the Student Activities Office, the General Scholarship Fund that helps support all students in need, the Newberry Center that builds community and provides resources to first-generation students, and the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. But that's not all. We also were able to support all 17 of our schools and colleges, as well as the arts, athletics, and over 200 deserving clubs and organizations in our big yet close-knit community.
As we look across the crowd, we are so happy to see many of you wearing your scarlet and white leadership cords. Today, we celebrate all of our hard work, long hours, extracurriculars, and unforgettable memories with our friends, peers, professors, and mentors. Remember all of the clubs, organizations, sports teams, and affinity groups that made those memories possible. These areas at BU are now able to provide even more programming and funding for future terriers thanks to you. The class of 2024 will not only be remembered for what we've endured, but for how we found our own ways to thrive despite it all. A few weeks ago, at senior breakfast, we told you how close we were to beating the class of 2023's record. Well, President Freeman, fellow classmates, and Boston University's newest alumni, it is our overwhelming pleasure to announce the record-breaking class gift in the amount of $59,172. Congratulations.
Thank you, Amanda, Sage, and Yadira, for your dedication and your hard work leading this year's Class Gift Committee, and thank you to the class of 2024. The class gift is a tangible expression of your commitment to Boston University. This bond began when you first enrolled as students and is confirmed today as you join our alumni community. In the life of a university, faculty come and go, staff come and go, and presidents come and go, but alumni are its constant, the never-ending link of our past, our present, and our future. Would the president of the Boston University Alumni Association, Jenny Gruber, please come forward to speak on behalf of the association?
Greetings, BU graduates. This is an exciting and emotional moment for me. I spoke on this stage at my commencement in 1999, and to be honest, I couldn't believe I was there. I was a former trailer park resident, beneficiary of the free school lunch program, and Pell Grant recipient. It was a long time before I realized that I deserved to be there that day. So today, I want to start out by sparing you any second guessing. You deserve this. Not only do you deserve this day, you deserve every good thing coming your way now and in the future. You worked hard. You learned so much. You've done it, you've earned it, and we are so proud of you. We often think of graduation as an endpoint, a time to say goodbye, and yes, in many ways it is. But today is also an important first day. Your first day as a member of a very proud, very large, and very global network, the Boston University Alumni Association. And guess what? You don't have to do anything, except maybe share your new address. Please do that. But just by virtue of having graduated from BU, you have access to an outstanding global network. We do fun things. We throw plenty of parties, believe me, and many of them have open bars. But we do so much more. We have excellent networking events. Is anyone headed to Asia? All right. We are going to be in Shanghai in November. We have opportunities to mentor BU students, or for you to be mentored yourself. Sign up on BU Connects. We have webinars on demand. You can access the Dahoud Family Alumni Center and the BU libraries. Alumni even have hotel discounts. Who knew? I realize this is sounding a bit like an ad, but it's not. It's all free. So please take advantage. But being an engaged alumni is so much more. As a resident of Houston for the last 22 years, all right, Houston. It is such a blessing for me to be able to connect with fellow BU grads. Even when the alum you meet is someone you didn't know on campus, trust me, you'll make a fast connection. Your shared experience will energize you. Staying connected to BU is also very important for BU. So please continue this legacy. I'm joined on stage by trustees and advisory board members, almost all of whom are alumni. Many family members here today are BU alumni. There are a lot of reasons BU just keeps getting better, why it draws exceptional students like you from all over the world. A big reason is because we, its alumni, take good care of it. Take good care of this place, and it will take good care of you for the rest of your life. If you come to my office at the NASA Johnson Space Center, you know I am a BU alum. I have my Boston University pennant, my Terrier Rally towel, my Terrier First and BU Pride pins on my lanyard. And when people ask me what unites Terriers, what we have in common, I tell them BU graduates are people who feel an obligation to improve society and who have an outstanding ability to see different perspectives. As a College of Engineering graduate, hi engineers. I'm encouraged to be a societal engineer, but every school and college has some version of this concept. Every time you meet a fellow BU alum out in the world, you'll feel those muscles strengthen again. You'll remember your call to serve and to lead. You'll also remember late night conversations in your dorm room. You'll remember riding the Green Line, which, by the way, is the one thing that hasn't seemed to change since I left. It's still very packed, very packed. You'll remember this place you called home. And in the company of someone else who did too, maybe you'll feel a little more at home wherever you are, even if there's no Sitco sign. So keep in touch. I promise you it's worth it. You might think your BU experience is drawing to a close, but the university has so much more to give, and so do you. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Jenny. Teaching is an art. It's also a vital function of a university, helping develop the next generation of informed citizens and creative thinkers. And a number of our faculty are with us this afternoon. The late Dr. Arthur G.B. Metcalf, an alumnus, faculty member, and trustee, founded and endowed the Metcalf Cup and Prize for Excellence in Teaching at Boston University to recognize great practitioners of this art. Candidates for the award are nominated by members of the Boston University community, and a committee of faculty and students then submits its recommendations to the university provost and the president. It is very difficult to select recipients of the Metcalf Cup and Prize because each of the many candidates is outstanding. 2 finalists in the competition will receive the Metcalf Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Stan Sklarov, please present the winner of the 2024 Metcalf Award for Excellence in Teaching.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present Alexis Perry, winner of the 2024 Metcalf Award.
Alexis Perry, an associate professor of history at the College of Arts and Sciences, is known for cultivating a superpower in her students: historical imagination. Professor Perry takes students beneath the historical record and exposes them to commonplace moments from the past. These forays into forgotten corners eliminate our shared humanity and elicit empathy for our differences. An expert on Russia and the Soviet Union, Professor Perry connects the present with the past, challenging students with creative projects that require rigorous analysis. A student called one of her courses the most thought-provoking I have ever taken. Professor Perry likens the past to a foreign land, and she describes to her students as initially bewildered tourists. But by the end of the semester, she says, they have become guides to that place, familiar with its charms and problems. We are honored to bestow upon Professor Perry the Metcalf Award for Excellence in Teaching. Associate Dean Yvette Cozier of the School of Public Health, please present the winner of the 2024 Metcalf Award for Excellence in Teaching.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present Veronica Wirtz, winner of the 2024 Metcalf Award.
Improving lives at the School of Public Health and beyond is a hallmark of Professor Veronica J. Wirtz's career. As a teacher, she brings the world into her classroom through her deep knowledge of everything from supply chain management to policymaking, and by inviting in experts drawn from her vast professional network to discuss the realities of advancing global public health. Professor Wirtz's students describe her as passionate, caring, and kind. When asked to name her strengths, one student simply said, everything. As a mentor and advisor, Professor Wirtz has helped many students publish in peer-reviewed journals, and she co-founded a career mentoring program that connects doctoral students with senior public health leaders. Professor Wirtz advises the World Health Organization and has helped advance equitable pharmaceutical policy in countries around the world. We are honored to present Professor Wirtz, an educator and scholar of global significance, with the Metcalf Award for Excellence in Teaching. Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Stan Sklarov, please return and present the winner of the 2024 Metcalf Cup and Prize for Excellence in Teaching.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present Yuri Corrigan, winner of the 2024 Metcalf Cup and Prize.
Yuri Corrigan, an associate professor of Russian and comparative literature in the College of Arts and Sciences, performs a feat of classroom magic, having students forget about their electronic devices, and that isn't easy, to engage deeply with 19th century Russian literature. Professor Corrigan often begins discussions by asking philosophical questions as a way to explore some of literature's and life's most important themes. Professor Corrigan draws students to his Chekhov classes and theology students to his Dostoevsky courses. A neuroscience major took her first course with him to satisfy a requirement before taking others, and declares Professor Corrigan's courses were the most meaningful of her entire academic career. One student commented, "Every time I take a class with him, I come out with a new appreciation for life." What more could you ask from a university experience? We're proud to present Professor Corrigan with Boston University's highest teaching honor, the Metcalf Cup and Prize for Excellence in Teaching. In case you're wondering, Yuri does not get to take the cup home with him tonight. We will revisit the policy later, I promise. We will now present the candidates for the university's honorary degree. Trustee Amos Fakahani, please escort our honored guest to the podium.
Mr. President.
Trustee Fakahani.
Mr. President, I have the distinct honor to present Kenneth Feld for Boston University's honorary degree.
Kenneth Feld, your name is synonymous with global entertainment and with Boston University. For more than 50 years, you have been the creative force behind some of the world's most iconic brands, including Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey and Disney on Ice. You joined your family's business after graduating from Questrom School of Business in 1970. Building on the legacy of your visionary father, who transformed a struggling circus into the greatest show on earth, you have entertained and delighted hundreds of millions of people. At Boston University, you made history as our longest-serving trustee, and you spearheaded our first capital campaign, which raised almost $2 billion. You have provided significant financial resources to the university, creating endowed professorships, the Feld Family Initiative for Civic Science Communication, and the Feld Center for Career and Alumni Engagement. Within days after the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing, you established the Lu Xingzi Memorial Scholarship Fund in memory of our BU student who lost her life. As one of our most devoted alumni, you have lifted the spirit of Boston University in the same way that your company lifts human spirits around the world. Kenneth Feld, we proudly confer upon you the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. It fits like a charm, Kenneth. Congratulations. Trustee Shamim Dahod, please escort our honored guest to the podium.
Mr. President,
Trustee Dahod.
it's my distinct honor to present Walter Earl Fluker for Boston University's honorary degree.
Walter Earl Fluker, your lifetime of service took root in the early 1970s in the United States Army as a chaplain's assistant. You have since grown into a towering figure in the theory and practice of ethical leadership. During your tenure at Boston University as the Martin Luther King Jr. Professor of Ethical Leadership, you developed widely acclaimed courses. Your greatest legacy may be your work to safeguard the legacy of others, most notably Howard Thurman, influential Dean Emeritus of our Marsh Chapel and mentor to the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You have overseen the Howard Thurman Papers Project, advancing the theologian's vast documentary record. The multi-volume collections of his sermons, essays, and other writings that you edited are the foundation upon which Thurman studies are built. Your work has garnered numerous honors, including the 2023 Roosevelt Institute's Four Freedoms Award of Worship. Walter Earl Fluker, we have been blessed by your service and leadership. We are proud to call you alumnus and bestow upon you the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Trustee Lisa Tours, please escort our honored guest to the podium.
Mr. President.
Trustee Tours.
Mr. President, I have the distinct honor to present Claudia Goldin for Boston University's honorary degree.
Claudia Goldin, as a researcher, you have transformed the field of labor economics and added Nobel laureate to your list of accolades. You are the Lee and Espeleta Professor of Economics at Harvard University. Your research explores the history of women's quest for career and family, including the advent of the birth control pill and the link between gender imbalances yes, indeed, the advent of the birth control pill and the link between gender imbalances at home and inequity in the workplace. Your most recent book has been translated into 15 languages. In 1990, you were the first female faculty member to be tenured in the Department of Economics at Harvard. And there's more. Your Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences in 2023 marks the only time a woman has claimed that prize alone. Finally, we must mention your other passion, golden retrievers. Coincidentally, we have our very own golden retriever at Boston University. Her name is Bean. One of your golden retrievers has become a champion in competitive scenting, following a trail with the same drive and focus you have demonstrated over your entire career. Claudia Goldin, we are honored to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Trustee Kevin Merida, please escort our honored guest to the podium.
Mr. President.
Trustee Merida.
Mr. President, I have the distinct honor to present David Grann for Boston University's honorary degree.
David Grann, your books summon Hollywood's heavyweights, yet are populated by history's forgotten figures. You are a best-selling author and award-winning staff writer at The New Yorker. Since graduating from our creative writing program in 1994, you have plumbed the world's archives and surfaced stories that illustrate the human condition and animate the past. Your 2017 bestseller, Killers of the Flower Moon, began as a question. It began as a question about a torn museum photograph. The answer unearthed an ugly chapter of American history. Your commitment to the writer's craft has taken you from the jungles of the Amazon to the shores of Patagonia, where you braved treacherous waters to trace the ill-fated journey of a British naval ship. Your most recent book, The Wager, A Tale of Shipwreck, Mutiny, and Murder, instantly topped the New York Times bestseller list and was optioned for the silver screen before it appeared on bookstore shelves. David Grann, by preserving our stories, you preserve our humanity. We are proud to claim you as an alumnus and bestow upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. I now call upon David Grann to deliver the 151st commencement address at Boston University.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And hello and congratulations to the Boston University graduating class of 2024. I am so incredibly honored to be here, but I must begin with a small confession. The ritual of a commencement speaker is supposed to be for some wizened and perhaps balding professional to impart some wisdom to a young, brilliant, hopeful, graduating body. Yet when the president of BU reached out to me to speak today, I thought, well, yes, I'm balding, but I am in many ways a failure of a graduate. Back in 1994, when I left Boston University with a master's degree in creative writing, I dreamed of becoming a novelist. Like you, I'd studied with some of the great professors and practitioners in their fields. I learned from 2 Nobel Prize laureates, Saul Bellow and Elie Wiesel, and from such talented novelists as Margot Livesey and Jane Ann Phillips. And yet the only novel I ever wrote was so bad it was roundly and deservedly rejected. And the unpublished manuscript sits in my attic now being nibbled on by mice. As you imagine your future, it is easy to see it as a journey on a predetermined path, this logical story with a pristine beginning and middle, with everything seemingly building towards its inevitable triumphant end. Yet the truth is that these quests and the quest you are all about to begin today rarely turn out exactly as envisioned. They have unforeseen twists and wondrous discoveries that you could never imagine. But they also have those episodes that don't make it into your official bio or resume, even though they are, in many ways, the most important. Those times when things went wrong, sometimes even disastrously. So let me tell you my story, the unvarnished one. It begins, as you might imagine, out of a bit of desperation. I'd recently been hired at the New Yorker magazine as a reporter, a place I'd long aspired to work at. But I couldn't find my next story, and I was way behind. My wife and I had just had a baby boy, and I was terrified that I might lose my new coveted job. And so I was calling everybody I knew, begging, do you have a story idea? Do you have a story idea? Finally, I called a friend of mine here in Boston who said, well, why don't you look for the giant squid? That would make some news. Now, the only notion I had of a giant squid was from the novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You know, this monstrous behemoth creature with tentacles attacking a submarine. I always figured the whole thing was a myth, like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. But I looked up giant squid in the encyclopedia. Believe it or not, back then that's how we used to do research. And sure enough, the creature, known as Architeuthis, was not only real, it was considered the largest invertebrate on Earth. It had tentacles sometimes as long as school buses and eyes the size of human heads. Though the giant squid was very real, it remained a puzzling mystery. No scientist had ever seen one swimming in the ocean or capture one alive. Indeed, they only knew these creatures existed because occasionally their dead carcasses would wash ashore. And so I was suddenly back to panicking, that sense of terror that Michael spoke to earlier. How could I ever tell this story? There's nothing to see. But I kept frantically researching, and I eventually discovered that, lo and behold, not only are there giant squid, there are also giant squid hunters. Now that's a profession I bet nobody at BU told you about. These hunters had spent decades prowling the high seas, determined to be the first to ever capture a live giant squid. To them, it was like landing on the moon. The most maniacal of all these hunters was a marine biologist in New Zealand named Steve O'Shea, a man so obsessed he kept bodies of dead giant squid in his garage, and he put on a gas mask to dissect them. Apparently, they're very stinky. And O'Shea had come up with a radical idea. Rather than attempt to capture a mature giant squid, what some called the big calamari, he planned to catch a baby. Now this seems kind of nuts, right? If you can't find a 60-foot giant squid, how are you going to capture one the size of a cricket? Yet there was a certain genius to his plan. Like many sea creatures, the giant squid would hatch many babies. And so in theory, there should be more of them in the water, and they wouldn't be able to dart away as quickly. When I called O'Shea in New Zealand, he said, come on down, mate. I'm about to head out on an expedition, and we'll make history. Now, like I said, I was kind of desperate, and so I ran to my editors. They are the best in the world, which is why they sometimes ask these persnickety little questions like, if we're going to send you halfway around the globe, what are you going to find? And it is possible, just possible, that in my desperation to convince them that it made absolutely perfect sense to send a reporter across the globe to capture a creature that had never been caught for thousands of years, I may have just a wee bit slightly exaggerated and oversold the story. I cited everything from maps to squid migration patterns and assured them, as O'Shea had told me, we're gonna make history. So they gave me their blessing, and off I went to New Zealand. And the moment I arrived, the ominous signs began. I had pictured us embarking in some large, high-tech vessel like the kind Jacques Cousteau had, or you see on the Discovery Channel with these robotic arms and submersibles. But O'Shea had virtually bankrupted himself chasing his dream squid. And his vessel, if you can call it that, turned out to be little more than a 20-foot skiff with an outboard motor. What's more, his crew, his so-called Squid Squad, consisted of merely a graduate student who got seasick. and little old me. Then O'Shea said, I should warn you, mate. There's a bit of a cyclone coming our way. Well, I said, that's okay. We'll just wait out the storm. But as you'll soon find out, you're always learning surprising things on your life's journey. And he said, oh, no. Squid only spawn during this period off the coast of New Zealand. And if we didn't go then, we'd lose our chance. By this time, there were gale force winds and the power had gone out on the island, and the government had called up the National Guard. And that's when I learned yet again something else new on my life's journey. Apparently, you can only hunt for giant squid at night, because that's when they are supposed to rise in the water column to feed. And so as the sun was going down over the stormy ocean, we launched the skiff. There was a buoy marking the channel, and O'Shea pointed to it and asked, what color is that? He was deaf in one ear from a diving accident and spoke with a bit of a murmur. I said, it's green, can't you see it? I'm not just deaf, mate, he said. I'm colorblind. I quietly slipped on my life jacket and asked, where are we going? He pointed at some shadowy forms looming ahead. I couldn't tell what they were at first, but as we got closer, I realized there were these enormous, jagged rocks, 2 rows of them, and the whole ocean seemed to be funneling through them, these tsunamis of water just gushing through. And he said, that's where we're going, and he sped right into it. He had given me a flashlight, and I aimed it in front of us. All I could see was a 20-foot wall of water. I took the flashlight and I looked behind me, and all I could see was another 20-foot wall of water. And the whole boat was going like this, rolling and shimming and heaving and skidding toward the rocks. We soared over a cresting wave, then plunged downward, the hull smacking so violently against the water that it sent my notepad and my pen flying. O'Shea said, you won't find this in New York, will you, mate? And for the first time, I began to wonder whether my captain was fully in command of all his faculties. But somehow Shea skillfully steered us safely through the chute and into an inlet, the perfect spot, as he proclaimed, for hunting giant squid. He had built this elaborate baby giant squid trap, which was made from mesh netting, a hula hoop, a glass tank, and I swear the top half of plastic Coke bottles. Now, normally my job as a reporter is strictly to observe, which I'm pretty good at, but there were only 3 of us, and O'Shea put me to work. He said, if I don't find the baby giant squid, I'm ruined. And I thought, well, so am I. We hauled the 50-pound trap in and out of the water until our hands burned. Each time we retrieve it, there'd be a rush of expectation. Is it there? Is it there? But then nothing. Diddly. We worked till dawn. When we went out again the next night, O'Shea insisted, they're out there. I know they're out there. We just have to go further out. He led us further and further into the rougher, tumbling ocean, the graduate student looking increasingly green. And this pattern went on night after night. Finally, one moonless evening, we pulled up the trap, and the graduate student shined the flashlight and said, what's that? O'Shea peered closer and said, heaven help us. It looks like Archie, meaning Architeuthis, the giant squid. I stared at it, and though it was only the size of a thumbnail, I could see its eye. I could see its bullet-shaped head. I could see its tentacles. I never felt such exhilaration. I glanced at O'Shea, and I could see the mad, delirious joy on his face. I could already imagine my editor's reaction when they heard the news, which would soon ricochet around the globe. The first ever reported discovery of a living giant squid. Story by David Grann. We had to transfer the squid into a container to transport it. Now you have to understand, we were exhausted and bleary-eyed. And as we lifted the tank, struggling to balance against the pounding waves, O'Shea yelled, steady, mate, steady. We began to pour it into the container when something happened. Where did it go? O'Shea said. Where is the bloody thing? He put his hands in the tank, swirling around, and cried, "It has to be here." But the baby was gone, and O'Shea tumbled backward in despair. And in that instant, all I could think was, I'm dead. I'm dead. I've been out here in New Zealand for weeks. I persuaded my editors that we were going to find this thing, and we had it, and then what, lost it? What kind of story was that? There was no climactic ending, except perhaps the spectacular end of my career. After the dismal failure of our expedition, we drove back in his car, and it was only on the way, when O'Shea vowed that he would never give up, that I realized what had happened on the boat was not only a story. That's what it sounded like out there a little bit at sea. It was not only a story, it was far more interesting and revealing about the human condition than anything I had concocted in my imagination. This was a story about an obsessive man whose search for the giant squid was less about the outcome than the very quest itself. True life, as Sherlock Holmes put it, can be infinitely stranger than anything that the mind could invent. And I realized that I had finally found my calling as a writer of nonfiction. I had begun a completely new, unforeseen journey. And to me, that is what my education and your education at BU has provided you. Of course, it has given you the skills and the knowledge to succeed, but it has given you something far more valuable and essential, the ability to take risks, and yes, at times, even to stumble and fail. It has taught you to think, frankly, critically, nimbly, unflinchingly, and to learn from those moments, to re-examine and reassess and forge onward, realizing your long-held dream, or perhaps a new, unexpected one. Your journey is not predetermined, which at times can make it unnerving. Surely there will be things out there you won't find here, mates. But that is also what makes it an adventure, a journey of discovery. I doubt you will regret the things you dare to try as opposed to the things you don't. I certainly never regretted trying to write fiction. It shaped the writer I am. And often the most rewarding moments of our quest are the ones born of seeming setbacks, the ones that opened our eyes to new possibilities and led to triumphant ends we could not fathom. Each of your odysseys will be distinctive, your goals wonderfully and spectacularly varied. But there is one ideal, especially as terriers, that should always bind you, and that is to see beyond your own journey and into the journey of others. The only part of the story I told you about that I do regret is that in that moment on the boat when we lost the baby, I thought first of myself rather than O'Shea. Our quests are all interdependent, radiating outward and shaping the course of others, creating a much larger venture of organizations and communities, and yes, even nations. Your teachers and administrators and families who made sacrifices to help you reach this glorious moment today are a powerful reminder of that ideal, an ideal that this world needs now more than ever. So let us salute them. Finally, let me once more congratulate the great graduating class of 2024. Bon voyage as you venture forth from the BU beach and chase whatever your dream giant squid might be. Godspeed to you all.
I think we can safely say there will be no other university commencement that has a giant squid as the topic for the commencement address. Provost Lucien.
President Freeman.
Provost Luchin.
President Freeman, I have the honor to call for the presentation of the candidates for the degrees as recommended by the faculty of the schools and colleges of Boston University. And students, when you are called as candidates, please rise and stand and remain standing until all the schools and candidates are called. Thank you.
Professor Holt.
Mr. President.
Professor Holt.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the 2024 Arvind and Chandan Nandal Kilachand Honors College Scholars.
Professor Jones.
Mr. President.
Dean Jones.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Social Work degree, recommended by the faculty of the School of Social Work. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Social Work degree, recommended by the faculty of the School of Social Work.
Dean Pock.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates of the Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Ministry degrees recommended by the faculty of the School of Theology. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates of the Master of Divinity, the Master of Theological Studies, the Master of Sacred Music, and the Master of Sacred Theology degrees as recommended by the faculty of the School of Theology.
Associate Provost Bestavros.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy in Bioinformatics, recommended by the Faculty of Computing and Data Sciences. President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Masters of Science in Bioinformatics, recommended by the Faculty of Computing and Data Sciences. President Freeman, I have the honor to present the Masters of Science in Data Science, recommended by the Faculty of Computing and Data Sciences. President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Data Science, recommended by the Faculty of Computing and Data Sciences.
Hey.
President Freeman.
Dr. Leone.
I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Science in Dentistry, the Master of Science in Dentistry, and the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study in the Clinical Specialty as recommended by the faculty of the Henry M. Goldman School of Dental Medicine. And President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Dental Medicine degree as recommended by the faculty of the Henry M. Goldman School of Dental Medicine.
Mr. President.
Dean Upnea.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for the degree Master of Management in Hospitality as certified by the faculty of the School of Hospitality Administration. And Mr. President, I have the honor to present candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Administration and Bachelors of Science in Hospitality and Communication as certified by the faculty of the School of Hospitality Administration.
Mr. President,
Dean Antman,
the faculty of the Jabadian Avedisian School of Medicine enthusiastically present their candidates for the Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Philosophy, Masters of Science, and Masters of Arts.
President Freeman.
Dean Chard.
President Freeman, it is my honor to introduce to you the candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, Certificate of Advanced Graduate Study, Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Teaching, Master of Arts and Teaching, Master of Education, and Bachelor of Science, as recommended by the Wheelock College Faculty of Education and Human Development.
Mr. President.
Associate Dean Cozier.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Environmental Health, the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Epidemiology, and the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Health Services and Policy Research, recommended by the faculty of the School of Public Health. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Public Health degree in Leadership, Management, and Policy, recommended by the faculty of the School of Public Health. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Population Health Research, the Master of Science degree in Applied Biostatistics, and the Master of Public Health degree, recommended by the faculty of the School of Public Health.
President Freeman.
Dean Onwachi Willig.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Juris Doctor degree, the Masters of Law degree, the Master in the Study of Taxation, and the Executive Masters of Law degree, as recommended by the faculty of the School of Law.
President Freeman.
Dean Young.
Love those guys. President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Musical Arts degree as recommended by the faculty for the College of Fine Arts. President Freeman, I also have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Music, the Master of Fine Arts, the Master of Arts, the Artist Diploma, the Performance Diploma, the Graduate Certificate in Graphic Design, the Theater Artisan Certificate, and the Certificate of Advanced Graduate Studies degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Fine Arts. And last but not least, and just as cool as a giant squid hunter, I have the pleasure and the honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Music, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor of Arts degrees as recommended by the faculty in the College of Fine Arts. Congratulations.
President Freeman.
Dean Dennerlein.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates of the Doctor of Philosophy, Physical Therapy, and Occupational Therapy degrees as recommended by the faculty of Sargent College of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. And Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Science in Human Physiology, Nutrition, and Speech-Language Pathology degrees as recommended by the faculty of Sargent College of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. And Mr. President, I also have the honor to present the amazing candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree recommended by the faculty of Sargent College of Health and Rehabilitation Sciences. Thank you.
Mr. President,
Dean Zlatova.
I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Science, Masters of Liberal Arts, Masters of City Planning, Masters of Urban Affairs, and the graduate certificate recommended by the faculty of Metropolitan College. And, Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the bachelor degrees, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Liberal Studies, and the undergraduate certificates recommended by the faculty of Metropolitan College.
President Freeman. President Freeman.
Dean Taylor.
Thank you. I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Arts in International Affairs, the Master of Arts in International Relations, the Master of Arts in Global Policy, and the Master of Arts in Latin American Studies degrees as recommended by the faculty of the Pardee School of Global Studies. Mr. President, I also have the honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in International Relations, the Bachelor of Arts in European Studies, the Bachelor of Arts in Asian Studies, the Bachelor of Arts in Latin American Studies, as recommended by the faculty of the Pardee School of Global Studies.
Mr. President.
Dean Morgan.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree as recommended by the faculty in the College of Engineering. And Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Master of Science and Master of Engineering degrees as recommended by the faculty in the College of Engineering. And Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Engineering as recommended by the faculty in the College of Engineering.
Mr. President.
Dean DeCristina.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree as recommended by the faculty of the College of Communication. And Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Science, the Master of Fine Arts degrees as recommended by the faculty of the College of Communication. And Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree recommended by the faculty of the College of Communication.
Mr. President.
Dean Fournier.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the following degrees as recommended by the faculty of the Questrom School of Business. The Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, the Masters of Science in Management, the Master of Science in Management Studies, the Master of Science in Business Analytics, the Master of Science in Digital Technology, the Master of Science in, oh my gosh. Masters of the Universe. Masters of Business Administration, Doctor of Philosophy for Business Administration and Management, Doctor of Philosophy for Financial Technology, and the Masters of Math Finance and Financial Technology.
President Freeman.
Dean Sklarov.
President Freeman, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree recommended by the faculty of the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Science, and the Master of Fine Arts degrees recommended by the faculty of the Graduate School of Arts and Sciences. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree recommended by the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, given to the trustees of Boston University and entrusted by them to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree that you have earned, together with all appropriate honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in token of which you will be granted diplomas. Congratulations. Graduates, before you are seated, as you know, your accomplishments are built on the love and support of your families and friends. Please turn to face them and acknowledge once again their role in helping you reach your goal today. Please be seated. The commencement ceremony celebrates the achievements of each of our students and much more. It celebrates the accomplishments of a great academic community, a community where you have studied and worked together in classrooms, laboratories, and studios. It celebrates your accomplishments and the efforts of the faculty and staff whose dedication has helped lead you to this marvelous day. Resting on your shoulders is the enormous responsibility for guiding our nation and the world and for addressing the substantial challenges we face. You're the future for BU and for humanity. Among today's graduates are a number of United States military veterans that we thank for their service and those graduates who are commissioning into the armed services of the United States. You have chosen to dedicate yourselves to the protection of this country. We're proud of you and extend our sincere thanks wherever your tours of duty may take you. To everyone in the class of 2024, as you depart Nickerson Field, you join the graduates that have preceded you, stretching over 151 years to include some 385,000 living alumni of Boston University. Your accomplishments will be an important part of the fabric of our legacy. Your Boston University education has prepared you to meet the inevitable opportunities and challenges that lie in front of you. Go out into the world and make it a better place for future generations. Again, congratulations and best wishes.
Last spring, the Board of Trustees asked Ken Freeman to serve as interim president, while we continued our search for the next president of Boston University. As you may know, our search has concluded, and our new president, Dr. Melissa Gilliam, will begin on July 1st. During the past academic year, Ken has worked tirelessly to provide exemplary leadership to this university and moved the university forward with purpose. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and many others, we are extremely grateful
I ask that Ken now stand so that we can express our abundant gratitude to him. Will everyone please remain standing as Stella Fitzgerald again leads us in the singing of Clarissima, to be followed by the Benediction. The words and music may be found on page 20 of your program. The Reverend Dr. Jessica Chica, the University Chaplain for International Students, will now deliver the benediction. Following the benediction, the 151st commencement of Boston University will conclude. We kindly ask that graduates and guests remain at their places until the platform party, the faculty, and the Alumni Council have left the field. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Let us share a moment of reflection as this ceremony ends. Source of all, may we take the wisdom gained in this place in all its forms and use it to serve others. May we treasure our communities and all those who love and care for us, extending that love to others. May we seek peace and justice in times of turmoil. May we find opportunity in the challenges that await us. And may we continue to hope, to dream, and to be our authentic selves in everything that we do. Let us celebrate the graduates of 2024. Amen.